Hey guys, this is Jenny.
And Chris.
We're back. I know like at the beginning of this channel, I did a video with Chris where we discussed the similarities between Latino and Asian cultures. And I'm so happy to have him back.
Thank you.
We used to work together at BuzzFeed.
Yes.
As you guys know, I always do an Abuela Mami unboxing video every month. And I received mine 2 days ago. And I thought, you know what? I'm always doing these alone. Why not bring my good pal Chris on over to try some of these things? And you have not tried any of this stuff before, right?
No. So I grew up in Irvine, and Irvine there was no Latino people in my circles at all. I think it was only until like I moved to LA that I really started to want to kind of learn more about other cultures, like Latino culture. You know, obviously because like Latino culture is so strong here in LA.
Yeah. And I learned so much from you as well.
Thank you.
Coming from Miami, I didn't know many Asian people at all. Like at all. You know, I had some friends who were Cuban Asian, which yes, there are Cuban Asians. Latinos can be any race, so that's first and foremost.
Right.
And so there is a big Cuban Asian community. And interesting though is because, yeah, you came down to LA, but once again, LA is still more heavily Mexican and Salvadorian, whereas the goodies behind us are Miami-centered Cuban goodies.
Right, exactly. That's why I've never had these before. I'm very excited to try them.
Yeah, you ready to get started?
I'm so ready. Let's see. I think the drink, just because it looks familiar, I think everybody has a drink that looks like, most cultures have a drink that looks like that.
Well, this is not a drink.
Oh, it's not. Whoops, my bad.
You would probably make the most sour face if you drank this.
No, you're right. I think like now that I'm looking at it, it's like, yeah, that's not a drink. That doesn't look like a drink.
So this is called, in Spanish, naranja agria, sour orange, and we use this to like flavor our foods.
Right, that makes the shape of the bottle.
So this is a juicy citrus marinade that is vital to Cuban pork, chicken, all that good stuff. It's very delicious. Cuban culture, it's not about spicy food, nothing hot. But we use a lot of flavorful ingredients and a lot of citrus.
I think it's the same with Taiwanese culture too, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, what do you guys use that's similar to this?
We're similar in the fact that like, it's not like you take a shaker and like you shake seasoning on it. It's more of just like taking strong natural flavors and just letting that do the work.
Here we have, this is a very popular brand in Miami.
Oh, I'm so excited for this.
But, so my grandfather used to love eating these wafers. Everyone loves a good wafer, but we Cubans like them with dulce de leche because duh. So do you want to try one?
Yes, of course.
1,
2, 3. It's delicious.
Oh wow.
I love it.
Man, I haven't had one of these in a while.
This is really good. I want more.
At first you don't taste anything, and then like, once you chew a little more, you immediately taste the center.
I was about to say, it doesn't come to you at first, but then it just like gives your taste buds a warm hug.
So does this remind you of anything that you've ever had before? This
reminds me of like these small like little milk cubes. It just melts in your mouth and like it does really taste like my childhood.
Here we have, this is very popular, so popular. It's called yellow coloring. So with this, you could add some color and flavor to your food. Typically used for arroz con pollo, chicken and rice, or any dishes involving soup and rice. Another Goya product.
Also very excited for this. I mean, like it's chocolate. This is easy.
What's crazy is that I grew up eating the basic flavor, like just the regular Maria cookies.
Yeah.
But this is the cocoa edition. I unraveled this item a couple some videos ago, and a lot of people were in shock because they hadn't heard of the chocolate version.
That's so funny. No, I've heard so many cases where like you grew up with like the plain flavor and like your family just never got you like the more fancy flavors. Like, have you had Pocky before?
Yes.
Right. It's like, I've always grown up with chocolate Pocky because that's the standard one.
Yeah, that's the standard.
But then there's green tea and there's
matcha, and strawberries.
And there's strawberries. Like, what is this?
I know.
When they've always been there.
Really? They've always been there?
Maybe not matcha. I think strawberry has always been there.
Yeah, I think like matcha cake do, but now it's matcha everything. When I go to the Asian markets, there's like matcha Kit Kats, matcha Oreos. This is something that's never changed. It's so difficult to open this thing.
I really love it when like a company just doesn't compromise on the packaging. They keep it really faithful. Oh, that's so good.
These are really, really good though with like ice cream. The wrapping though, that's the hard part is like, you have to like kind of invent another way to like keep these. Because the way it starts unraveling and then the crackers start breaking.
Yeah, you have to put it in like one of your used Ziploc bags.
Or I can't believe it's not butter container. Yeah. A very popular brand that Abuela Mami always has in their boxes It's La Cubanita brand. And this one in particular, oh my gosh, I don't think we've gotten this one before. It's mango cream.
I would kind of equate it to like fruit by the foot almost in like its texture.
Yes,
and
it's like it's this fruity chunk of goodness. I'm horrible with explaining things. And this is why I didn't go to culinary school. With the guava, with the mango, they're all good across the board with cheese.
Oh, this is so cute too.
Thank you.
You're like inspiring me to like step up my cultural game too in my house. Like I need to get some more like, you know, blue and white, like fine china looking plates.
Well, you know, for me, it's the kitchen.
Yeah.
Like I was like, you know, growing up, I was always like, when I have my own place, what am I gonna theme my kitchen? And because the rest of my apartment is, as you can see, and I'm sure you understand me because you're also a big geek. That's how me and Chris kind of started bonding, was our love for all things geek related. And so yeah, the rest of my apartment is geeked out. So like my little area of like feeling at home is the kitchen.
That is so beautiful.
Yeah, it's really nice. I thought this was it. Like I opened up the wrapper.
Oh,
no, there's another wrapper
inside. I didn't even see that.
Wrapperception. There seems to be a pattern here with most Cuban items.
They're hard to get to. It's kind of like how like immigrant parents, like they wrap up their couch and their remote controls.
Yes!
This is
Look at all this wrapping.
This is a remote control.
It looks like a baby. Like right now it just looks like it's swaddled in 1, 2, 3.
It's amazing. I love it.
Holy crap.
So good. That's delicious.
It's like mango. We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
Like our culture's love of mangoes.
Taiwanese people f***ing love mangoes. I think in Japanese markets I've actually seen like this in red bean form actually. So they actually make very similar consistency in red bean form, and also in Thai markets, because I made the Thai video for BuzzFeed where people try Thai food.
Okay.
Thai sweets.
Thai sweets.
And they also had one where it was durian, which did not smell good, but
I heard
it tasted
about
fine.
durian. We're not gonna eat beans right now, but
oh, what a shame.
I didn't bring my Beano. But they did provide in this box a handy dandy can of beans. And you don't even need a can opener. You know, Latino culture, especially Cuban culture, we love our black beans. We love beans in general.
Yeah.
But this is so easy to make. She was like the queen though. My grandmother never made anything from the can. She actually got the beans and like would soak them and put all the stuff in
Respect.
Abuelas are like the OG, like
I know.
chefs. I could never be her. It was great because it goes with everything. So it would usually be paired up with white rice, steak or chicken, and like plantains.
Oh, plantains sounds so good right now. My culture, I did not grow up with plantains.
Okay.
I just know about plantains, not from Latino culture actually, but from eating Ethiopian food.
Yeah, which again, a lot of Caribbean food is influenced by African food. So African culture in general.
We actually should like visit little Ethiopia in LA.
I would love that.
And then like ask them like, yo, where do you get your plantains though?
Again, with every box, we typically get like little goodies like this. This is a very popular brand called El Faro Bakery. And this is basically just breaded, you know, like sweet bread, and in the middle you've got guava.
1, 2, 3. I love it.
The guava tastes legit, like it doesn't feel like this watered down paste.
And I also love the shortcake consistency and like the flavoring of the shortcake on it. Like that's also, the shortcake is also a very familiar taste with like the more simpler Asian cakes.
This one I haven't received before, and I love the design on it.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
So this is the guava and cheese pound cake. So we got more guava, but
more
this time there's
cake.
cheese.
3. It's really good. I love it.
This spongy yellow cake,
spongy yellowness, yeah.
This was very much like what most of our cakes, except on the top it was like a lot of merengue. Like a lot of it. I am full of crumbs.
Me too.
Do not go on a first date and eat any bakery item from a Cuban restaurant or anything because it's just flaky and crummy and it gets stuck on your face and in your hair. These are also El Faro Bakery. This is a caramel coconut treat.
I've never seen anything like it before.
And this one's a coconut cream treat. This looks
Okay, I wasn't gonna say it, Jenny, but cause Jenny, I understand what it's like to become from a culture where people are like, ew, the thing that you like is it looks gross, it looks like poop.
It does look like poop.
But it
probably tastes great.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it tastes great.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
All my dog's gonna have like a feast after.
I know. What would our mother say leaving all these crumbs on the floor?
I don't want to know. Very upset.
My mom would be like, how old are you again? She's like, okay, clean it up.
She just won't move. I want to meet your mom.
We should have her mom's meet.
Oh my god, that'd be great. But where does she live now?
She lives in Irvine.
Oh,
so if your mom ever comes,
Oh my god.
we'll have like a weird double date. We'll have like a mom double date. Cheers.
Cheers. Whoa.
Damn. That's sweet. It's good though.
This is pure sugar. Again, Cubans are obsessed with sugar. Sugar canes.
I told you, right? We grow sugar canes in our backyard.
What? Like your current backyard has sugar canes?
At home, not my backyard.
Yeah. Oh, what the? That's crazy.
Because my mom grew up eating sugar canes.
So did my mom.
Yeah.
She has like stories where she would just like eat sugar canes in Cuba like all the time. So. What are your thoughts, Chris, on our obsession with sugar?
I understand it. No, like it tastes really familiar. Like, yeah.
What tends to be different are more so like the fruits and stuff, right? So like not everyone out here eats mango or guava. I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
It was so good.
And again, I don't expect everyone to like everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think it's okay. It's not disrespectful if you don't like someone else's like dish.
Yeah, as long as you try it, you gave it
you
an
try
honest
it and you respect it, because everyone's taste is different. If you guys have any ideas on any topics that you want Chris and I to cover, you know, about Latino and Asian culture or anything, geeky, anything, let us know in the comments below. I just want to do more collaborations that involve different cultures and stuff like that, and then us learning from each other. Can you let them know what your channel is and where we can find you?
Sure, so all of my social media, my handle is OneWingedChris. My Twitch handle is OneWingedWannabe. You can find my YouTube channel. It's, I changed the name to Chris Lamb. It used to be OneWingedChris. You can still find it there. I make content about my awful dating life, growing up Asian, and social issues sometimes. And yeah, I'd love for you to check me out too, if you feel so inclined.
If you guys like my content, you're gonna love his content. And again, it's a way to just keep learning about people and their experiences and their lives, and like if you're definitely into like the topics that he mentioned, then you'll definitely like his channel.
Thank you.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks guys for tuning in. I love you.